Golden Blooded back with another video just for you. And if you're a college football and college basketball fan, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button, because that is all we do here. Videos every single day. Go check out our Patreon page. Putting a lot of time and effort into that. And we have a great website that Joey Foster created. 8 great writers with head writer Michael Walker. I'm also excited about our merchandise store. A lot of great stuff over there. I myself got 2 t-shirts, the gold one and the blue one, so I can't wait to get those to show you on my videos. Now today I want to talk about something that I've actually been thinking about for the past 2 weeks. The situation at West Virginia. And a lot of people think that there's a lot of problems at West Virginia because we've had a lot of players enter the transfer portal. That's actually not the case. West Virginia really only has 2 main problems, in my opinion. Now, the biggest complaint, like I mentioned, is players entering the transfer portal. But the fact that they're complaining about that tells me that we are getting talent. We just need to figure out how to keep the talent. The thing that's really ticking me off is the West Virginia social media outlets attacking the coaching staff, acting like this is their problem, that they're the reason why these players are entering the transfer portal. That's not the case at all. In fact, that same media outlet said that the players that he talked to said that it had nothing to do with Neil Brown. They all had great things to say about Neil Brown. So I'm kind of confused. Which is it? Is it Neil Brown or is it not Neil Brown? Is it just you saying it's Neil Brown, but then the players saying it's not? Your opinion matters more than the players that are actually transferring out? That doesn't make any sense to me. You already know who I'm talking about, but I'm going to get specific real quick here. I'm talking about the voice of Motown. We all know this guy. We all know what he does. We all see his articles. And right now he's on a tear on West Virginia, especially Neil Brown. And the biggest thing that he says whenever we try to talk about this is they have to be held accountable. I agree with that. Coaches do need to be held accountable, but bashing them over and over and over, that's not holding somebody accountable. That's just bashing them. You have to give out both sides of the story and let the people make their decision. You can't just give your side of the story and keep trying to make people believe your side of the story. Give both sides of the story and let the people decide. You gotta stop being so negative. It's not all bad at West Virginia. There's some issues. We're going through some trying times, but problems always arise. It's figuring out the problems. You don't just go back to the start and go back to the drawing board every stinking time and you have to start all over again. You have to figure out the problems as they arise. And that's exactly what Neil Brown has done this offseason. What was the biggest complaint? Our offense. What did he do? He went out and got Graham Harrell. That is a massive, massive upgrade. We are going to have a great offense. We're not going to have to hold opponents to under 25 points every stinking game just to have a chance. I truly believe that West Virginia will be able to score consistently at least 30 points per game, if not more. I mean, hello, the Graham Harrell hire is the whole reason why JT Daniels visited West Virginia this weekend. That's how big of a hire that was. And I don't know about you, but in my eyes, that looks like you're addressing the issues. I mean, having a chance with JT Daniels, that's definitely trying to fix the issues. So West Virginia is addressing the issues. So you need to get off Neil Brown's back for a little bit and let him do his job. So I don't think that the coaching staff is the problem. I don't think facilities is the problem, because facilities look great right now. We just invested a lot of money into the facilities. I don't think the brand is the problem, location the problem, and I don't think necessarily the fan base is the problem. But there are some crazy fans out there, and I wanted to address them as well. Look, it's okay to be passionate about your team. I mean, that's what we are. They call us fans. That's short for fanatics. We're crazy. We're passionate. We love our teams. But to go on social media and attack these players personally and then directly message either themselves or their friends and family, that's insane. You can't do that. And if you don't think that other recruits are not watching that and going, oh, whoa, I don't want to go there, I don't want to get personally attacked just because I have a bad day on the field, then you're insane. Other recruits are watching us. So as a fan base, we have to set a good example. And I'm not saying don't get mad when we have a bad game or don't get mad when a player has a bad game. I understand that. Of course, get mad, get fired up. It's okay to want better, but it's not okay to start attacking whenever that does occur. So we need to watch how we handle ourselves. And the rest of the nation is watching us too. And we need to start caring about that, because the West Virginia fan base has a stigma on us right now. Just being from the state of West Virginia, trust me, I'm a West Virginia fan base YouTube channel. And every time they find out that I'm a West Virginia fan, oh, just a West Virginia fan, so what he says doesn't count. They're ignorant. They're idiots over there. So we have to show them that we're not. It's on us. The burden of proof is on us to show those people that we're not ignorant and we're not stupid like they think we are. Now, if you start going out there and acting stupid and proving them right, that makes it more difficult on me. So think about that the next time you want to go out, show your rear end off and act like that, you know everything there is to know, no facts to back it up, and just trash talk everybody and act like West Virginia is better than everybody. We're not better than everybody. And that plays a role into getting the recruits as well. If the fan base has a stigma, the recruits are not going to want to come to West Virginia. So this goes out to all the crazy fans. Tone it down. We need the rational fans. I try to be rational. Sometimes, yeah, I do get crazy. I mean, I'm passionate. I'm emotional about my team, but I try to stay realistic and on an even keel. There are times where I'm super mad and I do react, but I don't try to do it all the time. Like every video, every reaction, I'm mad or acting insane. You got to keep it at an even keel. Another thing that people don't realize is why West Virginia is in the Big 12. And most people think it's because nobody else wanted West Virginia. But the fact of the matter is, one of West Virginia's biggest kryptonite, we're actually too inclusive. And I saw a comment on one of my videos yesterday that made me think about this. And I've tried to explain this to people, but people don't understand. So academics, that's the biggest kryptonite that West Virginia has as far as getting into a conference other than the Big 12. The problem is, that's not really the whole truth. West Virginia is too inclusive of a university. In other words, they're trying to give a good education to everybody, and we don't have these filler schools or affiliate schools that we can send our lower academics to. And if you don't have those filler schools, that's going to bring your overall academics low. Oh, West Virginia doesn't meet the academic expectations of the ACC, the Big Ten, or whoever, when really it's, oh, West Virginia is actually too inclusive and don't have all these affiliate universities or affiliate branches to send down those lower academics to. Therefore, it affects the entire academic standards of West Virginia. So you got to realize that West Virginia isn't just a low academic school. It's just we're too inclusive and we don't have these affiliate branches to send the lower academics to. If we had that, you would see the academic scores of West Virginia go through the roof. And I'm sticking to it. Look, West Virginia and the ACC have been talking. I don't care if you believe me or not. I have sources. I trust those sources. Now, whether it actually happens, I don't know, because the Big 12 did go out and get Cincinnati, Houston, BYU, and UCF, so that did strengthen the Big 12. And then there's the buyout situation. I don't know how that would go. But I do know that West Virginia is interested in the ACC, and the ACC is interested in West Virginia. Gordon Gee, our president, is very familiar with Jim Phillips, the ACC commissioner. And from what I've been told, whenever they talked about the academics, they took into consideration that West Virginia doesn't have those affiliate schools that they can send their lower academics to, and adjusted the academic rating based on that, and West Virginia actually does meet the ACC expectations. Who was going to come along and actually factor in we don't have those lower tier filler schools to send those lower academics to? It looks like the ACC is finally starting to put that equation together. Now, whenever I've talked about West Virginia going to the ACC, I have some people on this side, they're all for it because the rivalries and the travel would be much, much lower. That's another thing that hurts West Virginia. And we have other people on the other side. Oh, the ACC didn't want us back then. Why should we want the ACC now? See, that's what I'm talking about. You can't hold grudges because of the past. West Virginia needs to do what's best for West Virginia right now. Not, oh, well, they didn't want us back then, so, we don't want them now. That's not how life works. Whenever an opportunity opens, you got to forget about the past and take the opportunity. The positive fans, listen to me here. The positive fans need to be louder than the negative fans. That's the only way we'll either be able to get them to shut up or to where people won't be able to hear them or forget about them. So I just wanted to encourage all you Mountaineer fans out there. I know you're hearing a lot of negativity from a lot of media outlets, but it's not all bad. There's a lot of good, positive things going on at West Virginia. Y'all let me know in the comments section what you think. Do you feel like there's more bad going on at West Virginia or more good? I think there's more good. Of course, there's always bad, but I think there's more good. We just have to be louder to drown out the negative. That's all I got for you for this show. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on my next show.